rides the native courier on his full-blooded Arabian charger. In the ancient olive groves, men knock down the ripe fruit from the trees, while women, who are always given the harder work, gather the olives in baskets for the local market. And now we have come to Fez, most enchanting of all the cities of Morocco, founded more than 1100 years ago by the Sultan Idris II. Just inside the city walls, cool waters from the hills flow in the public drinking fountains, which are beautifully decorated with Moorish tiles in many gay colors. Along the narrow street comes a Muslim woman heavily veiled, in strict accordance with the Mohammedan law, followed by a native porter carrying a heavy load of hides on his head. Working with speed and oriental thoroughness, this Arab worker fashions by hand wallets of Moroccan leather, famous throughout the world for beauty and durability. Because the Mohammedan religion prohibits the use of a strong drink, large quantities of tea are consumed, which is transported in straw-covered bales on the backs of mules. Away from the city, the wild and rugged country makes a perfect hiding place for Riffian bandits. Arriving in Meknès, imperial city of Morocco, we find a violent windstorm brewing. This ancient city attained its greatest importance under the rule of Sultan Ismail Moulay, proud father of 700 sons, 35 of whom were born in 1 month. Sacred mosques rise all about the city. Every courtyard contains a fountain for the ceremonial washing of feet, hands, and face before prayer 6 times a day, as prescribed by law for all good Muslims. Children smoke at an early age here, but Papa takes prompt action when they smoke too near the mosque. Moroccan school kids are made to memorize long passages from the Koran as they sit barefooted in a circle, and if they don't know their lesson, teacher's yardstick is turned into a foot rule. Passing a blind beggar in rags does not interfere with the high spirits of the children. The girls are all smiles. They are not permitted to go to school. Led down the street by the strains of Oriental music, we find a troupe of dancing girls from nearby Algeria. Girls of the Moroccan follies decorate their elaborate costumes with coins and ornaments of real gold. Close by is the picturesque wool market, like a scene lifted from the Old Testament. Wool is used here not only for clothing, but for felt making and rugs. In making felt, the raw wool is beaten to take out the worst snarls, and is then rapidly combed and pulled into sections about a foot square by smiling olive-skinned Jewish women who wear the traditional shawl of their race. A mat of wool made up from the squares is next covered with soap suds, which are thoroughly rubbed in by a skilled native felt maker. Soon the slippery mess will become a brightly colored saddle blanket. Street scenes here never change, and the transportation of today is that of ages past. Rug making is a fine art in Morocco, and these dainty maids are experts. It takes 6 months to make a rug by tying bits of gaily colored wool to strings on a frame. Each rug has its own original design. No household is ever complete without at least 5 or 6 kids and assorted pets. After all our travels, we have finally discovered what becomes of second-hand circus tents. Today, the enormous storehouses of Sultan Ismail are empty. At one time, they were packed with grain to feed the 12,000 horses he kept in this stable. Yet, ancient Meknes has apparently changed but little from those glorious days of the dim past. Etched against the darkening heavens, her towers and minarets boldly stand, boasting the glories of a declining empire.